So as we are starting the session, we have some house rules. You need to be paying attention. That's the only rule. Okay? Easy, right? The talking tortoise? Yeah. You can give me. I will be the volume because she'll show the video and I'll tell the story. So you could concentrate on the screen and you'll hear the story from me. Okay? Okay. The talking tortoise. Once upon a time, a turtle and two swans were good friends. They all were living happily in a pond. One year, there were no rains and the pond dried up. There was no water for them to drink. The swans decided to fly to some other place. The tortoise suggested the swans take him along with them. The swans came up with a plan. The first swan said, "We will find a stick you will hang on to. The center, you will hang on to the center with your teeth, and we will hold its two ends." Here you can see the suggestion being made. The other swan said, "But you should remember to keep your mouth shut." Like I said, there will be rules, right? You should remember to keep your mouth shut. Otherwise, you will fall onto the ground. The tortoise said, "Okay, I promise not to open my mouth." When everything was ready, the swans flew off with the tortoise. While they were crossing a village, many people saw them and got surprised. They shouted at the tortoise and made fun of him. The tortoise felt angry and opened his mouth to speak, but as it opened its mouth, it fell down on the ground. The swans were very shocked to see their friend's end. The tortoise died because of its impatience and foolishness. The moral of the story is that one should be wise and should speak only when it's required. Now is the time for us to chat about what you saw today. What did you see on the screen? What can you capture from the story? Say, who were involved in the story? Yeah. Yes, the two swans and the turtle. Clear? Yeah. And what happened? Who are they? Yeah, what happened? Right. This is an alarming situation for them, right? Because they depend on the water and they need food to survive. Can you go a couple of months with no food? Right. So they were a little bit ill-fated, agonized, worried, and they had to make a quick plan. Who helped? Yeah? The two swans helped. What was their suggestion? Yeah? Yeah? To stick with, Yes. Do you want to also contribute? Yeah. hold it. Yeah. Yeah. And they successfully took off, right? They were perhaps halfway there to the new location, right? If this plan worked, what would be the end? Yeah. Maybe from this end? There will be plenty of food, new location, like you said, and continuation of life, and their friendship also will thrive, right? But unfortunately, what happened? Yes, because why did he let go of its mouth? Yes, the girl at the end, at the corner. Right. That was a brilliant answer, yes. He was angry. So he has quick temper, right? Who has quick temper here? See, she's very sincere. She raises hands. Sometimes we get quick temper. We react so fast, so quickly, right? Don't we? What's the consequence of reacting so fast? Yes. Yeah? He fell down. He lost the grip of the stick, right? He wanted to react to those people, shout at them, say, what would he say to those people if he had the chance to say something? He would say, you guys are foolish, right? Mind your business, right? We are going to find food, new location, these are my friends. All these things he would come up with. But did he succeed? Unfortunately, no. Right. So he fell. Do you think the falling hurts? No. It's not the falling that hurts. It's hitting the ground. Right? You can fall as many years as you want, but as long as you don't hit the ground, it's the abrupt hitting the ground that hurts. That's what happened, unfortunately, right? What do you feel? Do you feel sad? Yeah, it could have survived. Yeah, someone doesn't feel sad. You need to have a little empathy in your heart. When somebody is in trouble, you should feel compassion. This tortoise is in trouble. Yeah, it fell down and died. I feel sad for him. He could have lived. It's turtle. Okay. You agree it's a turtle? Okay. And it could have lived, right? Yeah. So, don't you feel sad it died? Why? Why? You think it's foolish? You really happy it died? Oh my goodness. If I fall down this chair, you feel happy? Why do you feel happy when somebody is in pain? So don't fall, right? Okay, so as I read the moral of the story, what's the message of the story? Yeah. Be patient. Any more ideas? Yeah. Oh, please say that out loud so everybody can hear. Have some patience and control, self-control. These are great words. And? Right, acting in impulse, right? Act at the heat of the moment. Have you heard that term? You act and react. right? You yell at somebody, you want to correct somebody. These were people that were not even known to him in the first place. They were just complete strangers, right? But he reacted. Unfortunately, the result was that he ended up paying with his life, right? Have you lost control in your life like that? Mostly with whom do you lose control? No. You lose control with your sister? You throw a tantrum when you when you are angry? Do you? Like, who was here last time when we did the session, right? You learned quite a bit that day about controlling yourself, right? Paying full attention and shutting doors mindfully. Have you practiced that? Have you done that? Do you see any personality change? It comes to your mind, right? Excellent. We are very happy. You are doing wonderful. So there is benefit of this time we spend together, right? So now you see less and less anger. Yay! We are very, very happy, very proud. Last time, the session is now in Bante's channel, so you can tune in and watch that whole program. So what we are learning from this very short but brilliant story is that keep your control to yourself, because it can save life, it can save a lot of trouble, right? It can save a lot of trouble. By trying to correct other people, you're not going to get any peace. You just zip up your mouth, right? You don't say anything. But to not say anything requires so much control, right? It's hard. But doing the hard thing, not the easy thing. What's the easy thing? Yeah. To say something, to say everything that comes to your mind, right? To shout at somebody, say, yell at somebody. This is easy. But what's the difficult thing? Yeah. Absolutely. Just say nothing and just not show any sign of anger. The moment you react, you give the power to them. When you do not react, you have all the power to yourself. Right? There's a little thing that you can learn from the Buddha. One time, a big scholar, someone who has learned so much but never practiced patience, loving kindness, came to see the Buddha. He was a famous Brahmin. He yelled at the Buddha for no reason. People do that sometimes, right? People just, on the road, there's road rage. On TV or teledramas or on the mobile devices, you see all kinds of drama. People yell at other people. So this happened to the Buddha. When it happened, what did the Buddha do? He radiated loving kindness to this person. And at the end, when there was no reaction, when he had stopped, the Buddha asked, what do you do if you try to give a gift to somebody and that person doesn't need that gift? And he proudly said, I'll take it back. So this time the Buddha said, yeah, the whole thing you were trying to give me, I don't need that. It's all yours. Please take it back. Take it home with you. How embarrassing, right? If somebody try to yell at you and you don't need that, you just say, thank you. Whatever you are saying is yours, and I'm not angry with you. I am just at peace with me, with my heart. You cannot take it away from me, right? Because it's my gift, my precious thing to protect my heart. If you get angry and react, you are the one who is going to have endless moments of reacting. It builds up. because if you are a science student, when you learn a little bit of neuroscience, someone in 1965 figured this out. His name is Donald Hebb. He said, neurons that fire together, wire together. So if someone continuously get angry every day, they are likely to have a mental break because their neurons in the brain gets organized this way. And they are going to have a meltdown. This is a very angry moment. They try to control the whole space, and nobody is going to listen to them. They are going to get so disappointed. So, here you see this person, the turtle, losing its life because of its quick temper. So please, safeguard your life, protect yourself at all costs so that you will have you, at least, to live this life beautifully. Can you do that? Any questions? Shall we go to the next story? Thank you for your patience. Wonderful. The monkey and the crocodile. Once upon a time, in the middle of a thick forest, flowed a big river. In the middle of the river, there was a beautiful island covered with mango, jackfruit, and other fruit trees. A clever monkey lived by himself near the river bank. He was very strong and was also a good jumper. There happened to be a rock sticking out of the water halfway between the bank and the island. Although it looked impossible, the clever monkey was used to jumping from the river bank to the rock, from the rock to the island. He would eat fruits all day and then return home by the same route each evening. A crocodile couple lived next to the same river, Mr. and Mrs. Crocodile. They were expecting their first brood of baby crocs. My dear, nowadays I have cravings to eat strange food. I am bored of eating the fish that you bring every day, said Mrs. Crocodile. Because she was pregnant, Mrs. Crocodile wanted to eat different things. So she made unusual demands on her faithful husband. Just like the other animals, Mrs. Crocodile was amazed at the way the clever monkey jumped back and forth to the island. I wonder how the monkey is managing to go to the other side of the river for the fruits, said Mrs. Crocodile. Why do you worry about that? It's not of our business, said Mr. Crocodile. One day, it so happened that Mrs. Crocodile tasted a fruit which was floating in the river. Ah, this fruit is so tasty. I have never ever tasted something like this in my life. Nothing can compare to the taste of this fruit, said Mrs. Crocodile. Listen, if this fruit tastes so good, then the monkey who's living on this fruit must be enjoying his meal every day. She developed a sudden craving to eat the heart of the monkey. She told Mr. Crocodile about her desire. Darling, I think the heart of the monkey will be very tasty because it eats only these fruits every day. What, the monkey's heart? Are you in your senses? Do you realize what you are talking about? I do not know anything I want to eat. Only the heart of the monkey. It's not possible to catch a monkey. Do you think it's an easy task? I don't want my excuses. Somehow, please get me the monkey's heart. To please her, he promised to get the monkey's heart. Okay, I will somehow try to get the heart for you. Mr. Crocodile began thinking seriously. Mr. Crocodile thought for some time and suddenly he said, "Aha, I have got an idea. Let me try it out tomorrow morning. Now I can sleep peacefully." The next morning, Mr. Crocodile went swimming near the rock and lay down on the rock between the river bank and the island. "Let me wait here for the monkey to come." He waited for the clever monkey to return that evening, planning to catch him. As usual, the clever monkey spent the whole day on the island. What a lovely place! "Oh, it's time to return to home. Bye, trees. See you tomorrow." The monkey was about to cross the river. He noticed that the rock seemed to have grown. It was higher above the water than he remembered it. "Hey, I'm noticing something different," said the monkey. "Something's fishy. Let me investigate." He investigated and saw that the river level was the same as the morning, yet the rock was definitely higher. No, I should be very careful. The water level is the same, but the rock has increased in size and has come up higher. So let me check. Monkey carefully studied the rock. Immediately, he suspected that the cunning Mr. Crocodile was behind this mischief. "Oh my, thank God I was a bit cautious, or else by now I would have been talking to my ancestors. Let me check." To find out for sure, he called to the rock. "Hi there, Mr. Rock, how are you?" He was greeted with silence. Again, he uttered the same words. On hearing this, Mr. Crocodile was confused. "What? Is it possible that this rock can talk? Now what do I do?" The monkey yelled for the third time. "Hi there, Mr. Rock, how are you? Come on, speak out." Then he shouted, "You used to answer me when I spoke to you, but today you're saying nothing. What's wrong with you, Mr. Rock? Have I done anything wrong to offend you? Please speak out." Mr. Crocodile thought, "No doubt, on other days, this rock used to talk to the monkey. I suppose it's frightened now because I am lying on it. I can't wait any longer for this dumb rock to speak. I will just have to speak for the rock and trick the monkey." Then he shouted, "I am fine, Mr. Monkey. I'm not angry with you. My throat has been infected. That's why I didn't reply for some time. What do you want?" "Who are you?" Without thinking, the crocodile replied, "I am Mr. Crocodile. Why are you lying there? I'm waiting to take your heart. There is no escape for you, Mr. Monkey." The clever monkey thought, "Aha, he's right. There is no other way back to the river bank. I'm trapped, but somehow I have escaped. I have to trick him, but how?" Mr. Monkey thought for some time. "Yes, I have it. I have seen that crocodile's eyes closed when they open their mouth wide." Then he yelled, "Mr. Crocodile, my friend, it looks like you've got me, so I will give you my heart. Open your mouth wide and take it when I come your way." Mr. Crocodile opened his mouth wide and immediately squeezed his eyes shut. When the clever monkey saw this, he immediately jumped onto the top of Mr. Crocodile's head and then instantly to the river bank. When Mr. Crocodile realized he had been outsmarted, he admired the monkey's victory like a good sport in a contest. He praised the winner. He said, "Mr. Monkey, my intention towards you was unwholesome. I wanted to kill you and take your heart just to please my wife, but you only wanted to save yourself and harm no one. So I congratulate you." Saying this, Mr. Crocodile swam back. When he reached his home, Mr. Crocodile learned what had happened. Mrs. Crocodile learned what had happened. At first, she was angry with him, but when the little ones came, they forgot their troubles for a while. The moral of the story is, a good loser is a true gentleman. Thank you for your sound effects. So, this was a little slightly longer story. Did you enjoy it? Yeah. What do you remember of it? What is it about? Yeah, you can say, yeah? Is it about you? What about you? The swan was in the previous story. Don't mix them up, okay? Shall we ask other friends? What's the story about? Yeah? Yeah. And? When one person speaks, the other person has to listen, right? So you give a chance for others to speak too, right? When it's your turn, when I ask you to speak, you speak, okay? So, Mrs. Crocodile wanted the monkey's heart. Why did she want his heart? Yeah? And there was a little more you could add, that she was expecting, right? She was pregnant. Yeah. This is also testing our listening skill, isn't it? Right? These are important pieces of story, you know. So she had this craving. She needed to eat the monkey's heart, right? What happened next? Yeah. 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 Yes. Did it work? Mm-mm. What happened next? Yeah? Right. What did he do? Yeah. Yeah. Well, monkey also did something else. He did what? Yeah? He did that, but a little bit before that. Yeah. And he tested the water, right? Water level. So if you check the water level, you can see if the water level has risen, right? If it has not risen, you know it's the same level of water. He knows his surroundings, right? This shows a little side of the story that you could also be a little street smart, right? When you are in any place, you got to pay attention to your surroundings, right? When you are walking on a street, if you have your AirPods plugged in and you are not paying attention to what's happening outside, you might be at risk. If the monkey didn't check, if he wasn't smart at the time, he would have what happened. Yeah, the little girl can respond too. Yeah, right. The crocodile would have seized the monkey and taken it underwater and taken it to the wife. And by the time it reaches there, can the monkey breathe underwater? No escape, right? When a crocodile grabs you, do you know how to survive a crocodile? Where do you think there are, do you know places where there are crocodiles? Where? Yeah. Yeah? At zoos? Yeah? In the Nile River? In river areas? Right. In Florida, they have crocodiles. In Sri Lanka, next to my mom's house, there's a river, and there is a crocodile, and it usually kills a person every now and then, unfortunately. Yeah. In Brazil, yeah. So I have heard this. I hope you never get into this situation. When a crocodile grabs you, you need to not panic, but rub its belly. Okay? When you rub its belly, it tickles it. And then you somehow swim to safety as fast as possible, or to a lifeboat or something, so you have safety. But it's best not to get into a water that is not known to you, right? There are many deaths in the world because of just trusting waters and jumping into waters. It could be drowning, rip current, falling off a cliff, crocodiles, or any not being able to swim, all these reasons. So you have to protect your life. That's the precious gift we have, right? So in this case, the monkey, how did the monkey survive? Let me ask you. Yeah. 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 Yes. And did the crocodile try to catch the monkey again? What was the crocodile's response? Maybe you can respond. Do you want her help? She can respond. Is that okay? Okay. Yeah. Right. Right. So the crocodile felt guilty, right? Because of the unwholesome intention. This is called akusala chetana, unwholesome, unskillful intention, bad intention. What precept would the crocodile break had it grabbed the monkey? Yeah. What is the first precept? Yeah. Do not kill. Do you remember the Pali of the first precept? Yeah. Yes, you take a lifetime precept not to kill a living being, right? Look, even the intention to kill a living being gave the crocodile some guilt, and then it apologized. I'm sorry, I had bad intention, I tried to trick you, but I will never do that again, right? So that's the whole story, but let me add a little bit. In Alberta, there was a young boy, 14 years old, he had his headphones. He went to post something to his friend to the post office. As he was coming back, he was listening to music so loud. So he didn't realize that a Cessna plane was coming down, crashing, and it unfortunately, the wing hit him and he instantly died. I share this to show you that when you are out there, not in a safe environment, please do not wear them. You could wear them in the safety of an inside of a cabin or on a train carriage or something, not when you are crossing the street, because some people who are driving on the streets may not realize that you are ready to cross the road. They may just hit you right on, killing you instantly. You don't want that to happen to you. You don't want any pain given to your parents. Do you remember stories like that? There are things that happen. So you got to always, especially like in unknown areas, people jump into waterfalls and there is rapid current, flash, they are called flash floods. And they happen so fast, you may be like far on the other side. You must not try to cross. You must stay in the safety somewhere until the flood has ceased, so that you can save your life. The moment you try to cross over, or even in a car, you should not be trying to cross a fast-moving creek, because it can just pull you down. You may not feel it inside the car. So you think that it's safer to cross over, but please don't. Be safe all the time, because you can do the crossing. You first have to save your life. It's not worth it, because this precious life has to be lived. By living, you can enjoy its beauties and find answers to its problems, because life shows you problems and you are here to find solutions to these problems, right? Not put your life at risk. Anyway, I share that. I think it's important. Sometimes we monks hear all these stories time and then, and it's very sad. Sometimes they are university graduates. They finish university, medical school. They are just ready to get married. They take these risks and they end up dying, unfortunately, because of not being smart, not making the right judgment, and taking life really not so seriously enough. Okay, any questions? Yeah. Because you did not have the intention to kill, you are safe. If you contemplated, premeditated on killing, then you accumulate bad karma. But if that happened, don't judge yourself too much. You can stop that karma, never do it again, forgive yourself and move on, and you say, I'm sorry, I did not know any better. I did it, and you could donate maybe. No, don't. Yeah, you have to look at me. He's trying to listen to me. So, if you did something even accidentally and you feel guilty, that can happen. What you can do is you can free birds that are trapped, or if you see a wounded animal, you can bring it to full health by finding medicine and giving it a cure. So you give life to somebody. If you see a disabled person, you could donate a wheelchair, or what are those called? Cribs? No, what is the clutches? Thank you. You could donate clutches to them, so they feel they have some support when they are walking. Okay? So you could do things to recover from that guilt, which is also possible. You don't have to be trapped in that past trauma. Okay? Ready for the next? That was a great question, really. Yeah. Shall we go to the next story? Yeah. The Elephant and Dog. Once upon a time, there was a royal elephant that used to reside in the premises of the king's palace. The elephant was very dear to the king, so he was cared for, well fed, and well treated. There was a dog who used to live in the neighborhood of the elephant shed. He was very weak and skinny. He was always fascinated by the smell of the rich, sweet rice being fed to the royal elephant. One day, the dog could not risk the aroma of the rice, and somehow he sneaked into the elephant shed. He ate the sweet rice and fell from the He ate the sweet rice that fell from the elephant's mouth. He liked the rice so much. He started coming daily to eat the rice. For days, the huge elephant didn't notice the small dog as he was busy in enjoying the delicious food. Gradually, the dog became bigger and stronger by eating such rich food. He came under the notice of the elephant. The elephant used to enjoy the company of the dog and started sharing his food with him. Both of them also started sharing time with each other, and soon they made good friends. They ate together, slept together, and played together. It didn't take long when neither of them was happy without the other. They became great friends and didn't want to get separated from each other. Then one day, a man saw the dog and asked the elephant keeper, "I want to buy this dog. What price do you seek for the dog?" The elephant keeper didn't own the dog. Still, he sold the dog and extracted some of money out of this deal. The man took the dog to his home village, which was quite far away. The king's elephant became very sad after this incident. He missed his friend a lot and started neglecting everything. He didn't want to do anything without his dear best friend. So he stopped eating, drinking, and even bathing. Ultimately, the elephant keeper reported this to the king. However, he didn't tell anything about the dog. The king had a vice minister who was known for his understanding of animals. At once, the king asked the minister, "Go to the elephant shed and find out the reason for the elephant's condition." The intelligent minister went to the elephant's shed and found the elephant very sad. He looked at the elephant all over and asked the elephant keeper, "There is nothing wrong with this elephant's body. Then why does he look so sad?" "I think this elephant is grief-stricken, feeling so much grief, possibly due to the loss of a dear friend. Do you know if this elephant shared a close friendship with anyone?" There was a dog who used to eat, sleep, and play with the elephant. He has been taken by a stranger 3 days ago. "Where is the dog?" "I don't know, Your Majesty." "As per my opinion, the royal elephant is not sick, but he is lonesome without his dear friend dog. Do you know where the dog is?" "The elephant keeper has informed me that a stranger took him away, and he didn't know about his whereabouts." "How can we bring back my elephant's friend and make him happy again?" "Your Majesty, make a declaration that whoever has the dog that used to live with royal elephant's shed will be penalized." The king made the order, and the man who took the dog instantly turned him loose when he heard the proclamation. When the dog was free, he ran back as fast as he could to reach the elephant's shed. The elephant was so delighted to see the dog that he picked his friend with his trunk and made him sit on his head. The dog waved his tail, while the elephant's eyes sparkled with happiness. The king was so contented to see the happy elephant once again. He also rewarded the minister for his wise judgment. Both the elephant and the dog lived happily ever after. Notes. Moral. Did you see what a wonderful relationship that the elephant and the dog shared with each other? That is a friendship. Friendship is one of the most beautiful things that can ever happen in one's life. The moral of the story is true friends can never be separated. Even if you fight with your closest of friends, I think you will make up later, sure. Because I know that you can never be separated from your true friend. It's okay, you can just leave it and pause it there. Yeah. So, what is the story about? Yeah. You can respond. Yeah? Yeah. Mm-mm. The dog also became bigger. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Can somebody else fill in after this? Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And mm-hmm. Yeah, he accepted a lump sum of money for, this dog must have looked beautiful because of all the food it ate, right? And the elephant keeper slightly greedily accepted this money, didn't pay attention to the friendship they shared, right? And decided to sell the dog. And what happened after that? Yeah. Do you think the dog also became sad? Yeah. And? Yeah. The king made the proclamation, right? The king asked the minister to investigate, right? And the minister found out the reason. First, the elephant wasn't sick physically, but emotionally, it was very low, very sad. Have you felt sad in your life? Can you share a moment or two? When did you feel sad? Yeah? I felt sad when a pet squirrel my brother had died. It fell from the window directly at the dog's crate. And the dog, unfortunately, killed it. I felt very sad. And I went to a place where I could meditate to chant a little bit and share merits with the squirrel. Have you done things like that? Or don't you want to share anything, any experience of your sadness? Don't we all feel sad at times, right? You feel sad when you miss someone. You feel sad when you can't get something. You feel sad when you are separated from your parents for a little bit, or friends, right? You feel sad when you break something. Some people feel sad just because of various reasons that they don't even know why they feel sad constantly. But there's always cure for all this. But in this case, what was the cure? Yeah. To find the dog and release it, right? And what did the dog do? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah, it came running back happily, right? It was definitely missing the elephant's friendship, right? And what happened? Yeah? Where was the dog at this point when they were playing? On the back of the elephant, right? Yeah, so there can be unusual friendships in the world like that. Some animals become friends. The Jātaka tales always talk about animals bonding with other animals, and they even come rescue animals when they are in a situation where they are trapped in a snare or something, right? So that can happen. Do you have friends? Close friends? Do you fight with them? Argue with them? No? That's good. But sometimes you do, right? Don't you? You say, it's because of you this happened. But you try to be angry with them. Can you stay a day or two? Maybe maximum one day. Then you feel sad. You miss the friend and you want to reconnect with them, right? You send a text. You are the first person to maybe reach out saying, I'm sorry. I hurt your feelings. I said the wrong thing. Forgive me. Don't you say things like that? You do. You can always mend a broken friendship. The Buddha said, Buddhism is all about friendship. Okay? Friendship is where you can share anything and you don't feel judged. Your friend will be there. So it feels like nirvana to have a good friend, right? Friends guide you in the right direction. They say, you may get in trouble if you go in that direction. I'm not sure about that. So they kind of give you a little warning. But even if you make that mistake, they will still be your friend, because that's what friends are there for, right? What comes to your mind when you think about friendship? Yeah. You feel happy. How can you start a friendship? Yeah. Yes. Very wise. You can be generous. You help somebody. You instantly make a friendship there. Be generous. You share something you have. Share notes. Share something like a pencil. Share a book. And you make an instant friend. What other ways can you make a friend? Yeah. You compliment someone. You say, well done. Then there is no silence between the two of you. They will say, thank you, I appreciate it. They will remember this compliment, right? Any other ways? Yeah. Yes, like he said, you can help them. Thank you. What help do you have in mind? Any help, right? Yeah. Yeah? Be kind to them, right? Be kind to people around. How do you be kind? Maybe we should ask Bhante. No, he teaches about kindness all the time. Do you know that about him? He teaches he has a big vision and mission, making Canada a mindful and kind nation. Have you heard of that? Right? He released a book. What's the book about? What's the color of the book? Yeah, blue. What's the title of the book? Are you kindful? Oh my goodness, you should remember these things. So, have you read the book? Yes, it's a lovely book. It teaches us about kindness. Yeah, being kind to one another is a great way to bond and sustain a friendship. What other ways? Yeah. Simple chat. Some people are afraid of starting a conversation, right? You know, Buddha had these extroverted qualities. He will be the first person to speak. When you go to see him, he will say, "Hi, how are you? Do you need anything?" You know, he doesn't wait until the other person to talk. So you just say, you say a nice thing. How is it going? Can I help you? Right? Is there anything that I can do to make your, class lesson or new work, career better? You could say things like that. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. You can be a great team member, but you must contribute to the team, right? You cannot just wait until other people do the work, right? Right? Have you heard the saying in Sri Lanka, the Andi had denage kendaheliya wage? Right? Like there were 7 people who wanted to make some congee. You know what congee is? Some gruel, rice gruel. Everybody thought that the other person put some rice into the pot. They boiled the pot. In the end, nobody had put any rice. There was only boiled water. They did not get any congee. In a teamwork, you should all contribute, right? Someone put rice, someone put garlic, someone put cinnamon stick, someone put salt. So everybody has little ways to contribute. Any little contribution is a huge contribution. That's also a great way to be a team, build friendships. Anything else? Yeah, so I think you have learned so much today, right? A lot. You have been wonderful today, right? Bhante was watching the whole time how you interacted, how you remembered the whole story, how you wanted to always, communicate with us. Let's ask your guide, teacher, Miss Dilanka, to say something, or maybe Bhante to say something.
You want to say something? Well, today we learned 3 amazing stories. The first one is the swan and the turtle. And the second one, the monkey and the crocodile. The third one, elephant and the dog. So, like last month. Actually, last month, I think that was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, we had an amazing session like this. Those who were here for that session, they really enjoyed and they learned a great deal. And what happened was that time I gave it Facebook Live. So most people thought, okay, maybe Bhante is going to give it Facebook Live today. We don't have to go to the temple. So they did not show up. So then I did not give Facebook Live this time. But next time, I think they will make sure to come to the temple. I want the kids like you to come to the temple. See, this is a different environment. If you were For your safety, right? For your life. And then don't get duped by the foxy, the cunning crocodile. But the monkey was very foxy too, right? Okay, I'm going to teach you a lesson, right? And the great friendship that we had, the elephant and the dog had. Like, all of you have such a good friendship. I know when you come to the summer school, Sunday summer school, you make a lot of friends, don't you? Right? Even let's say Sri Lanka and Samita, they all have been coming to the temple and they made a lot of good friends from the Sunday summer school. And also by coming to the temple, now you made friends with amongst your friends, right? And of course, you know me from Diva, right? And now you got to know Bhante Kusala, all these stories, and then you get to see other monks, including our chieftain, right? Who gives you cookies and chocolates and things. And so when you come here, you get to greet the chief monk, you get to greet other monks, and see now you met at least some other kids, right? So this is this amazing community we are building for our own safety, our own well-being, personal well-being, family well-being, the community well-being. So, and this is the Buddhist community. This is the sense of belonging you have for this community and others. And now we are doing this to raise kids like you with these great lessons, right? And of course, all of you interacted with the Bhante Kusala so well. Whatever questions he asked you, you answered properly. Even you asked some very important questions and you shared your suggestions. And it seems you're very, very smart, very intelligent. Okay? And so this is what we want to see. So I'm very grateful to Bhante Kusala for telling us the stories. I'm grateful to our temple's Buddhist Youth Council President, Lanka. He's also a Sunday school teacher. And she has been coming to the temple Sunday school from day one. And now she's finishing her university this year. And so she's giving back her service to the temple. Isn't that amazing to see the young